Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I will say some facts on what is climate change and its impacts. We all know that the climate change is not very good for the environment. But what is climate change exactly? Yes, it is a change in the climate condition over a period of time. For example, take the US, where the average minimum temperature in January 1950 was 19.56 degree Fahrenheit, whereas in 2015 was 22.59 degree Fahrenheit. I think you all might be aware of the Death Valley, the place in US where it records the highest temperature on the earth. In 1950, the temperature recorded was 124 degree Fahrenheit, whereas in 2020 it was 130 degree Fahrenheit, which is the highest ever temperature recorded on our earth. Do you see the difference in 50 years? Yes, my dear friends, this is climate change, and even 2 degrees increase in the temperature from 1950 is showing many adverse effects. Friends, let me share some interesting facts on the amazing features of our earth. In general, the sun emits heat and reaches the ground. It is then reflected back to the atmosphere by many natural elements and other very tiny particles floating in the atmosphere called aerosols. But the greenhouse gases, which is also floating in the atmosphere, traps some of the heat and heats the atmosphere. This phenomenon maintains a temperature balance in the atmosphere and makes our earth suitable for living. When the amount of greenhouse gases increases, the balance gets disturbed and the temperature of our earth increases due to more trapping of heat by greenhouse gases. And this results in many disasters like forest fires. Can you imagine what if the temperature keeps on increasing? I was amazed when I read about a fact which gave us an idea of the impacts. Do you know which is the hottest planet in the solar system? It is Venus. Although Mercury is very near to the Sun, it is due to the high amount of carbon dioxide, which is one of the greenhouse gases surrounding the Venus atmosphere, and this traps the heat within its atmosphere and makes it very hot. The temperature of Venus reaches up to 465 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine the hotness of 465 degrees Celsius? This is due to carbon dioxide. But friends, the greenhouse gases are also important for our earth to maintain the balance. But if it increases, potentially it causes a huge impact. In the past 50 years, it had increased rapidly due to the human activities. How human activities have caused this? Human activities like burning fossil fuels, principally coal, petroleum, natural gases, industrial emissions, vehicle emissions, and so on, increase the emissions of greenhouse gases like methane, carbon dioxide. Do you know how the burning of fossil fuels give out greenhouse gases? Fossil fuels are basically carbon deposited under the earth for millions of years ago. When these deposits, like coal, are burnt in the thermal power plant for producing electricity, the carbon content in the coal is released carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. But from where do we get coal? We get this by mining the land, and this process also emits more harmful gases, methane, into the atmosphere. Like this, the processing of petroleum also follows the same process where the extraction of oil emits methane, and processing of oil in refineries to produce various fuel release carbon dioxide. Again, these fuels consumption in vehicles and other uses also emits carbon dioxide. So out of total greenhouse gas emission, burning of fossil fuel itself contributes 75% and the remaining by other activities like industrial emissions, landfills and others. So friends, let's be responsible and not waste natural resources to save our environment. In the next video, I will try to give you more effects and also plan some challenges to play our part in reversing climate change. Goodbye.